Welcome back to another Spice video in Pokemon Legends ZA ranked mode. So today I am doing some battles with Eviolite Metang. Why use Metagross when you can use its middle evolution? Well, honestly, Metagross is still the GOAT, but the theme here is anything with double screens could be somewhat viable on the team. And while trying to explore more of the non-mega options, Metang was on my mind. So I end up sneaking in an Iron Head here, getting a kill and going for an Earthquake and getting to pick up another kill on the Xerneas. So amazing start here to the fight for Metang. I mean, that shouldn't have even been possible, but here I am sneaking on in, being mischievous with the little guy floating around. But I'm going to bring in Talonflame, and I have a Swords Dance. I'm going to fly in on Charizard, go for Flare Blitz, and it connects, giving me another knockout. And I need to have Swords Dance off, so I go for Swords Dance as my buff was starting to fade. And I do go for the Flare Blitz, and it connects. So that's all I really needed out of that interaction, was another knockout, putting me at 4 in the lead. So a pretty good start for me. I'm going to try my best to maintain, but this Garchomp ends up getting the attack boost and the Swords Dance, which is going to make it super oppressive now. I mean, Garchomp with the boost is going to be outputting so much damage, and right over here we have two dragons just waiting to get completely knocked out. So as you see, Garchomp just gets a double KO on the Dragon Rush. So unfortunately for me, that is the situation I'm dealing with, that this Garchomp was able to wreak that much havoc early on here. But I end up going down, I think maybe even to the Flare Blitz, potentially. Recoil, or maybe it was Dragonite. But regardless, I'm tied for first now with that Garchomp. And Garchomp's still looking at these double dragons, looking for more KOs. And as you saw, it knocks out the Mega for Alligator. So they're pretty much just giving this Garchomp free knockouts. And I'm just trying really hard to even like maintain anything, and Phalanx comes in. I'm using Mega Phalanx on this team, which I didn't really talk much about the supporting team. I'm using Talonflame and Phalanx primarily because I don't really have anything else that I could use with my limited resources. I already built Talonflame. I did build this Phalanx a while ago when I first got it, and honestly it's pretty underwhelming. I think there's much better fighting types to use, and I feel like anything that typically isn't that great in its base form probably isn't going to be that good for these battles. But yeah, I just felt like Phalanx overall just was lacking in damage output, and it just felt very frail even when I had screens up and pretty much Mega Evolving. But anyways, pretty much I get a Rock Slide off here, I think, and I'm able to connect. I think I get a knockout on Garchomp and Charizard there because I'm able to just secure 7 kills. So as crazy as that whole battle felt like progressing, I was still able to kind of narrow in there at the end and just almost barely tie for, I mean, I almost got a tie for first, but I came in second, so I'll take it. The main thing I'm trying to achieve playing now is mainly just trying to grind for bottle caps, which is a little hard to do when I'm running teams like this, because you ideally want to be hitting first place over and over for each match, which is a little harder to maintain, you know, a good matchup, especially with the chaos. Like this particular battle is a strip chaos. This person's running Aurorus, and in a way kind of makes a good case for it, because I'm not sure exactly what item they're running on the Aurorus here, but they set up screens, and they have 2 kills. They have Lucario also, so green's like doing good, which is just wild. There's an Eternal Fluette in this match, which I'm going to try to come in. I'm trying to do anything, pretty much. I do Iron Head. It does an okay chunk. It's nothing like right home about, that's for sure. But I can't maintain much of a connection on a lot of these moves. I'm not really like able to secure any knockouts. I'm not really getting the KOs that I need. I'm missing things barely as they switch out and in. It's straight up chaos here. So unfortunately not much is being made out of this, but the Aurorus again, like somehow I don't know, it just crushing things right now with Blizzard and such. I just feel like something that's 4 times a week the steel, where steel's so common, like feels kind of tough to use, but as you can see, they're absolutely killing it right now. Like 5 knockouts, like just wow. I am blown away actually by this thing. I have to study this thing. What is going on? That is bizarre. I mean, I had to put them in their place. I mean, I'm gonna bring in the middle evolution and knock that thing out. Like, say, yo man, chill out. And this person has a Bombus note. Again, this match is just full of surprises. So I'm just gonna come over here, try to get a knockout on it. I can't. The Mawile takes it, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna get you. And then I can't get the Mawile because they switch out. And then I try to go for the Lucario, and I can't get that either. I just can't get a knockout. And then in comes the Flareon, and somehow I knock that out. So I'll take it. But yeah, this is a insane match right now. Not looking that great. The green trainer is so far ahead, and as of right now, I'm in 3rd, and I don't want to end in 3rd. The best I can hope for is potentially tying for 2nd. That is my goal, because all I need is 1 more knockout to achieve that. So I'm trying to get a connect, and I do, but unfortunately, the other person who's also was in 2nd also got a knockout, so now I need at least 1 more knockout, and there's only 13 seconds left. So all I can hope for is potentially connecting close combat on this Charizard X, and they do allow me to do that. So fortunately for me, I do at least tie for 2nd here. And yeah, I think, you know, unfortunately, the one thing that makes it a little bit harder to explore more variety is just not having bottle caps, because that's the main thing you need to essentially, you know, max out stats for a Pokemon. And I've tried to use an alpha for some things, like I'm using Alpha Metang for this reason, so I can get 3 perfect IVs and not have to use as many bottle caps. But anyways, last battle. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button. It does help my content out a lot here. And I do go for the Big Daddy Metagross over here, but I actually go for Light Screen first on accident, and I do take a decent amount of damage from the Earthquake because of that. But now that I have both screens, I'm trying to face off here against Ampharos. I protect at the right time. I'm getting smacked by a beam by, I think, Yvelta, and I'm just trying to pick up some damage on this Xerneas. I do get a knockout with a Flare Blitz, fortunately, and I'm going to try bringing Fall Links here on the Lucario. I go for no retreat, and because of that, the Lucario gets a lot of spacing, but when I look back, I'm Megging, and I notice there's a Metagross right next to me, so I try to close combat that. They switch out in time to avoid. I see a bunch of steel types. I'm just trying to get a fighting move off here for any hope, and I'm not connecting anything. The Excadrill is trying to dig on me, so I try to switch out. I am able to bring in Talonflame to avoid getting knocked out, but at this point, I've been kind of just avoiding damage and not really getting knockouts, and my Pokemon are so frail that I go down. I mean, if I could have got that full heal that I now noticed, that would have been clutch, but yeah, unfortunately, that was pretty far for me. I see there's one over there by the Yvelta, but anyways, I come back in with Metang. I'm going to try to set my screens here, and then I try to connect Iron Head. It doesn't really do much. I'm going to go for, I think, switch out into Talonflame. I'm going to try to set up a sword, or no, I just go straight for a Flare Blitz, because if I get some damage off in this area, it might be beneficial. I end up getting 2 knockouts, which puts me ahead, which is really nice. It's a nail biter. But yeah, unfortunately, I think I died to recoil there. That's what it may have been. I don't know. But I don't even think my move connected. But pretty much, I'm going to come back in here, set up my screens, try to find an opportunity to do something. I think I go for Iron Head into Yvelta. It's not really going to matter much. All I can really do is try to maintain 2nd place or try to get 1st, and that's usually the goal, you know, it's to get 1st. So I see the Metagross here. I'm gonna get a Sword Stance off, and I can just kind of come in and just get a knockout. That's beautiful. I'm gonna bring in Phalanx and try to get some sort of knockout. And if I can get one more knockout, which I'm able to dodge the Dragon Pulse with the Mega Evolution and close combat into Ampharos, I am now tied in for first just as the match is about to end. So that was clutch to be able to end on a first place ranking with the team. But yeah, definitely really hard to... I feel like I need more variety in my OP picks to carry these like more mid Pokemon, but consider subscribing if you like spicy Pokemon battles. And with that being said, the Sass Squad is getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.